money, and he did what he was trained to do without hesitation, and brought help to bring those individuals to captured and to justice eventually. Thank you, RJ, for your service to this community of Poth, and your actions for that morning. Thank you, sir.
I would like to say just a little bit about it. Of course, one of these days y'all will get to see the videotape of the shooting. Since I've known RJ, one of the biggest things that I always thought about was if anybody ever gets in the shooting, it's going to be RJ. But he stops twice as many people as all the rest of them put together. I was worried that he might get hurt. In fact, when I got the phone call at 3:03, I got still on my phone at 3:03 that morning. First thing the dispatcher tells me is that 624 has been in a shooting. And my heart just sunk. My next question was, how's my officer? It's fine, they're out looking for the guy. Then after I called Lieutenant, I called him and said, RJ, you all right? Yeah, we're looking for that bastard's now. He's okay.
There was some more colorful words out there.
But I will say this, that Lieutenant Phillips and I had talked to him about his tactics and stuff like that, and he did listen, and he reacted. When you look at the video, I mean, if it had been anybody else, they probably would have made it. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, and if anybody else had been there and done anything just a little bit different, they probably would have got seriously hurt. There was in the car that he was in, the headrest has got 2 bullet holes in it, and the cushion, the back cushion's got 2 bullet holes in it. When he saw the guy come out, he slid out just in time to avoid those weapons, to avoid those bullets. Then he started immediately returning fire. And you could see in the reactions when he started returning fire, it was that quick, probably within a second and a half. And the guy retreated back into his vehicle, and then he got fired on by the second individual. And he continued firing and seeked cover behind his vehicle and returned fire again. The first individual appeared again with a shotgun. He gets him in the head slightly. Raises him enough to shock him, to panic the guy to leave. And that saved his life. The tactics that he'd used, I plan on using it in further training and to other trainers, other police officers. What he did was perfect. It couldn't have been better. I mean, it was just 3 things happened: his training, his natural ability, and God above. All 3 of those had a part in what happened that night. And what he did, his actions in the very beginning of it, thinking about where these guys are going to be coming from and setting up in the perfect spot to find them come in there, it worked out exactly the way he thought it might. Followed them, did not try to stop them. Informing dispatch, I got them in sight. Why they stopped, personally, I think they ran out of gas. And that's why it stopped and went down to where it went. His actions in everything he did, from the point that he set up to the point he saw him, letting dispatch know. The only thing that really happened that day that really disappoints me, and it still worked out all right, is he had to use his cell phone to call dispatch after the shooting because his walkie-talkie quit working. So that's something that we as the city needs to address to make sure we have equipment that works well for our officers. Fortunately, in this case, it worked out, but next time it may not. So we've got to make sure we get something for our guys. Me as the chief of police, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for what you did that day, for bringing these people, help bringing these people to justice, and I hope you stay around a long time.